Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. Going back to Swordflight, which I have, of course, recorded before on this channel. For anyone who hasn't seen it, there's an 83-part video series I did of a barbarian druid kind of multi-class, and I'm here because at the end of that series, someone left a comment requesting specifically I play a particular character. I'm going to go with an elf. Now, what he asked for was a wizard who also has a focus on using the crafting system in the game, which I have very limited experience with, but I've got a little. This I feel like works well for a lot of mages, but he looks too old to be an elf, since they don't age. It always seems kind of odd to me. I guess we're gonna go classic. Like, what else? It's what's expected. We're gonna be a straight-up wizard. Yeah, we're just gonna be good. Yeah, neutral good. That works. Okay, yeah, intelligence high, dexterity high. I don't know. I kind of want to have a slightly higher charisma. I'd have to take a hit to something, though. I'm not sure. Important for clerics and druids, strength and number of spells, of course. Very important for monks. Wise characters capable of intuitively understanding others. Yeah, wisdom's super handy, too. I don't know, I feel like this is well-rounded enough. I should probably stick with it. I can buff my stats every now and then, too. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So concentration is a must-have. I guess... Okay. I'm taking Spellcraft, too. I'm going to find the ones that are vitally important. And lore. Alright. And then I guess craft weapon and craft armor. I'd like to put some stuff in Tumble, but given that this is a specific type of character, I'm going to disclaimer right now, I'm not going to guarantee I'll play the whole game with this character. If this doesn't work, and it's just not that good, I'll drop it. But you never know. So, we're going to take combat casting. Not vitally important, but I would like to get as few... I'm alone right now, basically. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to prohibit myself from any magic in Swordflight. You never know what I might need. Yeah, they automatically give me all that, so that's cool. We're going to take sleep. Protection from alignment's handy. Well, okay, let's take mage armor first. Endure elements. Yeah, I think sleep is just a better color spray, right? 1d4 hit dice. I mean, yeah. It's just better. Burning Hands is nice. Shield's powerful, but a turn a level isn't that bad. What? I wonder, is that deflection? I'm assuming that's well, no, that might be just a shield bonus, like if you have an enchanted shield. And it's +4 all the time. Plus immune to magic missile. That might be powerful. I'm not sure. I don't need any of the real, enchantment-based stuff. 1d4 points of sonic damage per 2 caster levels, must make a will save or be deafened. I was hoping it was going to be like that iron horn thing that knocks people over. Okay, well, we'll take magic missile because it's a classic. And yeah, protection from alignment. I think it's pretty solid overall. Okay, so let's see here. 3 hit points. We're going to need more than that. Both of these options are pretty good. I'm going to need something with slightly more survivability. +4, +3, +5, +3. They all do 1d3 damage, which is not that much. This one has identical armor class somehow to this. Do they capped at 9? I think they just have a base armor class of 9. Nah, I still think nothing beats Panther. Why are they level 2? I'm not level 2. Why do they get to be level 2? Okay, well, we're gonna... Well, that's a little extreme. That's even worse. I don't like that. That works. I think that fits with our character's look. Yeah. We might be stuck with our clothes for a while, so let's find some that we like. It's a little... That, well... Sure, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to change it back, but this will make it easier to see what it looks like. That one probably works best.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Age 120. Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna go very typical. I've never played a typical mage very far through the game. I had a pretty evil one I played once, but that was the only mage I've played very far.
Now you shall taste my power! Feel my wrath! This is going to hurt!
Sure, it'll be a new experience. I've never used this voice before. Okay. What do we start with here? Wow, this is... Right, what is my first level... I don't like how it just kind of chooses for me. No, we're taking mage armor off. Handy as it is. I can't... And they selected my cantrips for me, too. I don't... Okay, let's just clear this all out. I'd buy a room right at the start anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Ray of Frost all the way, because it's the most damaging one for cantrips, always. Yeah, I guess Burning Hands, probably, and Sleep, yeah. That's good. I can change those for other, more specific quests, but for groups, those are going to be the best. Oh, they actually gave me Wizard's Robes. It says Sorcerer's Robe, but I don't know. This one looks kind of cooler, but it's also very basic. See, every other wizard's got one at this level. I'll stick with something a little different. Of course they'd give me a bunch of these. Is it too... Okay. I'm gonna try something real quick here. I'm gonna go back to the main menu, and I'm gonna do this again. And I'm gonna see if I just don't take those spells, if I still have them in my everything. Let's see. Order, yeah. Yeah, I know, it's annoying, but like I said, I don't have a ton of experience with playing mages. Right, just did that. I'm not going to get the crafting traps, because it really has nothing to do with me. Lore and spellcraft, though, are used all throughout Swordflight, and you have to have them as a mage, right? I mean, let's be honest. Okay. Yeah, I can't even choose to take any of those back. So it started me off with Sleep, Summon Creature 1, Protection from Alignment, and Magic Missile. So let's not take those. So Burning Hands is good. This one, that one. Didn't give me Mage Armor, curiously. Yeah, let's take Shield. And... I don't want True Strike. Ray of Enfeeblement is 1d6. Man, you could really drain some people's strength. Does this mean like a maximum, like it only goes up 5 times when you're level 10, this is maxed? Or a maximum of plus 11? I'm not sure. I'm not going to take Negative Energy Ray, because I'm almost guaranteed to find it, and it's going to be pretty worthless by the time I do find it. Right, I don't even know how that works on enemies. Does that mean they turn blue, and if they're blue, they turn green? I don't even know. Take Grease. Right, we're going to Panther.
Get on them! Attack! Now you shall taste my power!
It does. Okay, well that's a little more helpful. Yeah, at low levels, like, Daze is useless as a cantrip. So Light is functional, it's helpful. Acid Splash and Electric Jolt both do 1d3 damage. Just period. Daze only works on 5 hit dice or less. Well, hit dice, actually. That's better than I thought it was. It's only 2 rounds. But that could be handy on some things. And then Flare is only -1 attack if they fail a save. So none of those are very good. Resistance is +1 on saving throws, 2 turns. Not great, but it's something. Ray of Frost, 1d4 +1. It's significantly better than both of these as far as direct damage goes, and it's always effective. Yeah, we're changing that out for Sleep. Okay, well, what in the world? Gonna go ahead and just throw those on right now. And I don't think I'm gonna need my, torch or anything like that. Oh, I didn't actually choose my clothes. Yeah, well, fine then. I'm gonna wear the wizard clothes. Whatever. Yeah, let's see. You wanna... sure. take those things, and I want a room. I'm really glad they just straight up hand you a familiar right at the start. Game would be a lot harder if they didn't. I guess they shouldn't do that, and they shouldn't give you the options they do, but the fact that a wizard has to do everything alone makes me okay with it. Now, I have played a wizard a little bit. I played one all the way to the spider caves, and I think once I hit the spider cave... No, I made it through the spider caves. Right as I hit the entrance to the ruins is when I stopped. So I've seen two unique interactions with wizards specifically. One is there's like a spellcraft check that you can make for something interesting in the bandit wizard's room, in the bandit lair. And that necromantic manual that you find in the spider caves on the body of the dead wizard, you get to keep that even if you turn it in. I know both of those, but that's it. That's as far as I've gone. I plan to play it further. But then I was doing more of the YouTube stuff. I decided, well, other people might want to see it. You never know. Okay, well, let's go ahead and summon our panther up real quick. Okay. So you've got, yeah, only 9 hit points. You got an AC of 16. I thought it was AC of 9. No, so is it the hit points that was 9 and I was being stupid the whole time? That's probable. Okay, I'm going to open up this door, because we want to kill the dire rat. And I'm going to close this one, and then I'm going to possess you. Can I close doors in this form? I can. Can you get out of the way, rat? I want to kill the big one. What in the world? What in the world? How did... Okay, whatever. Fine, if it doesn't want us to do it inside. What is going on? Yeah, kill this thing. Armor class of 16 right off the bat is pretty good. Of course, these rats are ridiculous, so they hit every time anyway. Ah, and nothing saves you from terrible rolls. Now, fortunately, on the familiar front, I can heal it for free. So that's helpful. So we're just going to close this door. Unpossess. Feed. Bam! Full health. So that's always handy. Alright. Well, let's make enemies of the rest of them. Long as he can tank them for that long, we're good. If he dies, I probably do too. I only have 5 hit points. He? She? I don't actually know what this thing, what I want this thing to be. I need, yeah, cast a spell. Yeah, feed. I don't think the spell was originally a part of familiars in this game. Like, being able to tell them what to cast even if they could cast. I think Rogue Knight added that. It's pretty cool. Here, let's just do this. Bam. Okay. Hello? Okay. Now, this is going to be tricky. Because he doesn't have any magic resistance, but he will absolutely massacre my poor, poor animal. I think I can give Belladonna to it. Okay. Oh, hey, this is better than my dagger. I'm just gonna... Oopsie. There we go. Okay. So, if I... Yeah, no, well, I didn't actually want to do it, so that's always annoying. If I try to do this... You may only give potions to your own associates. Associates of other players will not accept potions. Well, this is kind of awkward, but okay. My AC's terrible. Okay. Yeah, well, let's give this a shot and see what happens. Panther hit and did nothing. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit. Oh! Oh, yeah, there goes that. Dust to dust. I might have to stop here for a second. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. Okay, well, let's do this. If this doesn't work, and we can't output enough damage, I can go try to rest.
To dust we return.
That went poorly. Alright, sorry about that. Had a bit of interference going on. Okay, well, let's try this again. This time, we're going to take a step back. And we're going to try again. Oh my goodness, man, he rolls so good. Every time I fight this thing. Wow.
To dust we return.
I guess I could just retreat, and I do that because I kind of have to. It'd probably be easier if I just bound all my spells to keys already. This also probably would be easier if I had a Hellhound, so that when it hit him, he took fire damage. He actually does have a spell resistant. Oh no, that's mine. Ha! Get poked. I did max damage. Oh yeah. I should probably at least use that. To make it marginally more difficult for him to absolutely slaughter me.
To dust.
No! Oh! Well, let me see what happens. If I respawn, I know where I go. How much do I lose? Nothing. My first respawn is free. I didn't know that. Oh. It'll save you without any cost to yourself. That's awesome! Does that mean it's going to cost me when Zerala kills me? Probably. Well, a win's a win. In my book, we did it. I think that's a pretty good lore way to make that happen. And I found a potion. Life is good. Okay, I'm going to go have my interaction with Gadwish or whatever, however you pronounce his name over here. Because I don't plan to use any spells on it anyway, I'm just going to start opening fire. He can solo these things if he really wants to, so it's not like he needs my help.
I agree to.
I'm going to back off a bit. There we go. Uh-oh. No thanks. No thanks. I know how hard the orcs can hit. Okay. Hey, I killed 2. With a crossbow and nothing more. I'm actually surprised. I need some armor of actual quality at some point. Yeah, I don't really have any persuasion or bluff or intimidate skills, so I might get locked out of the Grey Watcher's quest in the future. Where rat's dead. Fine. Okay, sell off the garbage. We got paid pretty okay. I'm not gonna spend money to identify anything yet.
Good tidings to you.
Oh, that's why the thing missed me. I forgot I had the temporary buff from respawning. Alright. That's an interesting looking axe. No, I think it's a Dwarven War Axe, actually. Alright. Let's go get some rest. I think I'm going to knock sleep out and take magic missile. Actually, I should probably take a second magic missile. Or, well... No. What's the damage on Burning Hands? It's just 1d4, actually, so that's not much at the moment. That gives me a little more potential, plus there's no save. I'm going to have to fight a mage. I'm also going to have to fight a thug. I guess I can let my animal do that. If I really want to, I can just keep attacking people till I find the right one and then sick it on them without speaking.
Hello. I'll not fall easily.
So it's not him. I know it's not in any of those 3 rooms. Could be in any of the others. You know, even if I go in here with good stats in these things, I feel like you don't actually get any good responses out of them.
Hello.
Oh, this one's unoccupied. Thought someone was in there for some reason.
Hello.
That guy was going to kill me anyway. Oh, I didn't save first. Ah, whatever. Oh yeah, and since I'm an elf, I get that auto-detect thing that's going on all the time. That's handy. Kind of sad I forgot to make an actual name for him. Okay, it's this guy. Get him! Ooh! He could sneak attack. I didn't know that, actually.
Feel my wrath.
Get him. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna reload, because that sucks.
Here.
He crits it after it rolls a 1. Much better. Attack bonus of plus... Okay, see, it has 3 attacks? That thing is not attacking 3 times. Oh, right, I really should bind these. I'm not going to bind Magic Missile because I'm just going to get rid of it once I'm done here anyway. Of course, that didn't work. Get him! Ow! Well, yeah, you know, you're max out on that. That'll hurt. What if we stealth? Can we sneak up on him? Nope. Oh, that was detect. No. Oh, you dummy. Why did you... Okay.
To dust we return.
Whoa, I just insta-died. Man, he saves every time. Oh, well. Okay. As a low-level mage, you really don't have a ton of options. I'm just gonna clear that out. Burning Hands ain't much, but 4 damage. It'll do something to low-level enemies. Does it go up every level or every 2 levels? How does that work? Per caster level. Okay, that's good to know. So, it has a better increase than most other spells. It just caps early. It does 5d4 at 5th level. That's not bad damage. It's not great, but it's not bad for the area that it covers, especially. Like the low-level were-rats and whatnot don't have that many hit points, so you can really slap entire crowds of them.
Get away from me!
Yeah, well, that's what you get. Don't attack the guy with a pet panther. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to clear the enemies from around here. That'll work. Apparently enemies are pretty good at making their save against sleep. Honestly, a sorcerer might be more effective than a mage, but we'll see. I'm really just going to have to find a way to absolutely cheese this thing if I'm to have any real hope of victory. Here, yeah. Wow, okay, that works. Attack. Alright, well, I expected to fan them all with that, and I only got a couple. Well, I only hit the 1. Only because the others were dead. I thought those orcs had more than 3 hit points. I don't need to sell or turn anything in. There's not much loot in the prologue. Okay, let's get upstairs real quick. And rest again. I didn't turn in the tome yet. I should do that. Oh, interesting. Appears I have friends in high places. In return for their assistance, they expect me to assist them in influencing events on my own plane. Being spoke to me was not specific, indicated more would be revealed in the future. I don't see that very often, so it's not really new. I've seen it like once before, but it's reasonably new. I think I died on something like the fight with the were-rat and figured I'm just going to respawn and see what happens. Ooh, he gave me a couple spells. That's what I thought. I now have Identify, so I could cast that if the moment ever calls. Okay, so I'm going to save my 2 area spells for a couple specific encounters. Namely, a large pile of rats that you encounter on the runaway with Binglow, and then burning hands on the slaves. Just going to whack you with that. The other rats I can use my Rays of Frost on. Oh! Ow! Why? Alright, well. I could heal. Yeah, fine, I'll do it. Curiously, I still cannot change the thing's tactics. How'd I get to 13 AC? I thought it was 12. Has it always been 13? Must have been. I didn't change anything. Oh, if anyone is coming here right after my latest video as well, which was episode 5 of the Sands of Fate, where I decided I'm done with that. I just want to be aware, I didn't give up prematurely, or I want everyone to be aware I didn't give up prematurely. I had to go to work shortly after recording, and I left my computer running, with detect mode on, in that room, behind that pillar, the whole time. And if anyone hasn't seen it, you won't even know what I'm talking about. But basically, you need to find a secret door to progress in the game, and it keeps you from going back, like backtracking much at all as well, unless you find another secret door, and my stats weren't able to find either, because for 6 hours my character stood there looking and found nothing. So, yeah. Just in case anyone was curious. Wow, that didn't kill any of them. That was kind of useless. The burning hands, that is. I don't know, maybe I should swap that out for color spray. How long is... What's color spray's durations look like? 3 plus 1d4 round. That is not much time. Grease is 2 rounds, 1 every 3. That's nothing. I'm not even sure how the counterspell stuff works. But I see additional. Does it say counterspell somewhere else? It just says additional counterspells. I'm not sure why it says additional, as though they're in addition to something. Okay. Ooh, this is not going good. The moment that thing died, yep, okay, it didn't take me with it, surprisingly.
To dust.
Then,
We
there I go.
return.
What do the rats do? Jump up and rip your throat out? Like, curious. Well, a first level adventurer is supposed to be more competent than your average person, right? So I fail to see how a rat could actually be a threat to them. My damage rolls are not great. There we go. My crossbow's doing awesome. It's been killing stuff left and right. Okay, so we have one more actual fight for the prologue. My XP's looking better than it normally does, because I've got a bunch of lore and intelligence checks that I've already succeeded at, so that's fun. Okay. I'm going to try to hit the group of them with sleep. There's 3 or 4 rats that'll attack us on our way out. Okay, there we go. Ah, they're pretty separated, actually. That's annoying. Okay, hold them in place. Wow. Man, that panther gets work done. I shouldn't be surprised. I have played through the entire first part of the game, and then a decent bit of the second. Not actually really that much, but a little bit of the second, with just a pure druid after I started my own and made it into like chapter 3. I wanted to see how how just a pure druid played. And that animal companion is a huge deal. So is shapeshifting, actually. Since if you're a pure druid, you can shapeshift pretty early. I turned into bears and whatnot, and it turned some encounters around. You really rip stuff up. Druids don't have a ton of actually offensive spells. They're mostly a support class, at least early. And so it can be pretty difficult to play one. You have to do a lot of straightforward tanking, which requires certain things like bark skin, to an extent, bull strength, but they're worse fighters than clerics are, mostly because of their armor and their poor weapons. Clerics are alright if they use some of the weaker weapons, but the fact that a Morning Star is a simple weapon is a massive advantage they have, because it's 1d8 damage. A mace is 1d6, and that's generally the next most common one. Light hammers are 1d4. I don't even think clerics can use those. Like, it's pretty limited. As a druid, pretty much your best weapon is either a spear, if you're going for pure damage, or maybe a light crossbow, but for melee it's a spear, and you can't use a shield with that. So if you want a shield, it's a scimitar or a club, which both do, I think clubs do 1d6, right? Yeah. Both 1d6. The scimitar does get its nice crit bonus, but especially early in Swordflight, you fight mostly undead, so that bonus is pretty worthless. Oi, troll. Perfect time to crit. I rolled like minimum on damage. How much damage do I take if this thing dies? 1d6. Okay, so it can just straight up kill me at this stage. I figured it could. Haha. Alright. Now, crafting at this stage of the game is pretty pointless. Anything I craft is going to cost me more money than I'll make back on it. And I have nothing to wear. At least I don't think so. I could try to modify my clothes and see if there's other interesting options. Blast the target. Target takes 1d4. So that's a one-person thing as well. 1d4 per 2. That's terrible. Because that's burning hands, but one guy and less, like, I guess, area? Yeah, it hits less. Let's take Ray of Enfeeblement. That's an okay one. Okay, more Ray of Frost. That's my basic attack pretty much at this point. Stinking troll. I guess I could take Mage Armor. I'm probably going to need it. You know what I also can do is just drop that on my animal. And I can, because I don't have access to much right now. Unless they just bombard me with some nice wands that can do some real work. I'm just going to have to rely exclusively on my familiar for all the heavy lifting in combat. For a couple levels at least. Oh, well, now I got it. I intended to have this thing break it. So 13 hit points, that's not that much. Cure minor wounds is handy. I'll just throw that on. Took another lore, so can I identify this now? Yes. Cool. One more level, I can start doing a lot more stuff. Getting level 2 spells is a big deal. I don't plan on making much use of shape-changing as this character. It's a pretty worthless mechanic as a mage, mostly because you have a bunch of gear designed to give you more spells and whatnot, and when you shape-change, it all unequips. And then you lose whatever spells you had. So unless that's all you're going to do in a day, even then it's super inconvenient. But if you plan on doing anything after it, you have to rest. But, like, before you can. It's very inconvenient.
Pleased to see you.
Tidings to you.
Alright. I could sell that. If I need to, I will. It's worth decent money. Not sure how I'm going to handle those 4 were-rats. I could buff up and go at them with the knife. There's some potions and stuff I'll have by that point. And because of the sort of awkward position that that particular situation puts me in, I might do that. This is actually super handy, given my very limited hit points. This is a better way to heal me than wasting potions, since I don't get hit that often anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a spike helmet. Let's do that. Because I can do something with those. Could take gloves of spellcraft. I'm good on... Okay, before I do anything, I wanted to try something here. Crafting. Change armor appearance, add, modify, or remove a robe. What does it mean? Oh, I see. So I can just adjust it for free. Oh, no, I have to try. What in the world am I looking at there? So I could turn... Interesting. Okay. Modify armor appearance. Change neck. Well, okay. I can barely even see the neck. Yeah, I know you can do a lot of adjustments on the shoulders. I don't see anything on that. Okay. But otherwise, it's just, yeah. So it looks like from the basic menu, you can't do much still. Which I figured. Maybe I can at higher levels, but I certainly can't right now.
Well met.
Alright. Let's go get some rest. I'll go back down, see if there's anything left I want to buy, and then we can be done here. That was one of the nice things about playing a wizard in regular Neverwinter Nights. They give you that Rod of Frost, just because cantrips are supposed to be infinite use anyway. That way you can actually, you could do something when you're out of spells, instead of sitting there shooting and missing. Then you're just a worse archer. Then it relegates you to what thieves were in old versions of D&D. Could take will. I think reflex is probably going to be more important. I might be able to afford both. I think that's a yes. Wow, can you ever afford that? I guess if I sold this and that before I had bought anything, and maybe even that, then yeah, you definitely can. That's all just plus 4 level 1 spells that I don't need. Yeah. I'll take this. Oh, in case anyone is curious, I am absolutely not at all picking up any of the wand or potion making feats or using them. Those things cost XP to make stuff with. And unless someone leaves a comment telling me, specifically from experience, that Swordflight makes that so they give you XP to at least cancel it out, which I doubt, but if that were the case, then sure, I would do it. But I doubt that, so yeah, that's a thing I don't plan on working with just because the system is rigged against you. But who knows? Maybe Swordflight gave it some value. We'll see. If that is the case, please let me know, because I would be interested in doing that if it didn't cost so much. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this one then. I'm going to leave it here. I'm interested to see how this playthrough goes. There's a lot of things that are all about mages that I haven't really ever had an opportunity to explore, so this will give me that opportunity. I know the Panther is a pretty basic choice for a familiar, but what else am I going to do? This thing is going to massacre more than anyone else. The only other one who's even close to this thing's usefulness is the Hellhound, and it doesn't have the same numbers, it's just got fire, which, you know, this is better. Even where the fire is helpful, that sneak attack, that really gets you. And it has evasion, I forgot about that, so that's super handy too. So yeah. Well, that's going to be it for this one then. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.